It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It seems that we have a little thing to discuss on the matter of crypto news. Sorry, had a little frog in my throat. I'm your host, Andrew, and this is Crypto Espresso, your teeny tiny daily shot of caffeinated crypto headlines. First up, less than 2 weeks after being booted off messaging apps that encrypt or permanently delete messages while he awaits trial, former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried kicked a hornet's nest yet again by signing into a VPN. This action raises several potential concerns, said Assistant U.S. Attorney Danielle Sassoon, but you can blame this little snafu on SBF's love of the game. Apparently the VPN was just used to watch the AFC and NFC championship games and the Super Bowl on an NFL Game Pass that he bought while living in the Bahamas. Regardless, District Judge Lewis Kaplan ordered Bankman-Fried to refrain from using a VPN until the new terms of his bail agreement can be worked out. President Joe Biden has announced that Federal Reserve Vice Chairwoman Lael Brainard will be director of the National Economic Council. As vice chair of the Fed, Brainard has been a consistently stalwart advocate of a U.S. central bank digital currency, or CBDC. Citing China and India's own moves in the space, Brainard believes that Congress could find itself telling the Fed, "You need to catch up." In addition to being a CBDC advocate, Brainard has also called for strong regulatory guardrails for crypto finance as soon as possible. As someone that's going to have Joe Biden's ear in regards to financial policies, this role could be notable in regards to crypto regulation and the future of US dollar-based CBDCs. Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan have had nearly 21 Bitcoin seized by Romanian authorities. A spokesperson for the two brothers, both of whom were arrested on rape and trafficking charges, said that authorities have seized a pair of digital wallets holding about 21 Bitcoin, which is worth roughly $465,000. Decrypt has reported. A champion kickboxer, Tate became famous and then infamous for his wildly misogynistic comments while running Hustlers University, an online crypto trading school. Earlier this month, a Romanian appeals court refused his appeal of an extended detention, as prosecutors built a case against him that includes forming an organized crime group, saying that he was too much of a flight risk. Despite happening on Valentine's Day, the Senate Banking Committee's hearing on the 2022 crypto crash showed very little love for the digital assets industry. The hearing, called Crypto Crash: Why Financial System Safeguards Are Needed for Digital Assets, saw proponents of tough regulation taking something of a victory lap, while those who had been in favor of a looser regulatory regime looked at the ground and shyly kicked dirt. While a majority of the hearing focused its unbridled rage at the crypto industry, Senator Tim Scott also set his sights on SEC Chairman Gary Gensler, who was accused of being asleep at the wheel. Regardless, the spirited discussion was a give and take between industry innovation and regulation. And finally, after citing concerns that regulatory cases could interfere with his criminal prosecution, the U.S. Attorney General's office convinced a federal judge to order Sam Bankman-Fried's 2 civil cases to be put on hold. Federal prosecutors said that they were concerned that allowing discovery in the civil cases to proceed without restriction risks giving the defendant, Sam Bankman-Fried, the tools to improperly obtain impeachment material regarding the government's witnesses, circumvent the criminal discovery rules, and improperly tailor his defense in the criminal case. And all this means that the SEC and CFTC cases against FTX will need to be put in the cooler for now, which sure must sting for both organizations given SBF's previous comments. Fudge regulators, they make everything worse. They don't protect customers at all. And speaking of regretful things you might have said and done, or maybe in this case not done, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and click on that little bell icon to get buzzed whenever a new Crypto Espresso video goes live. And what'd you think of today's episode? Let us know in those comments below, because I read them and I take criticism way too seriously. Questions about our headlines or crypto in general? Why not ask Alex in that description below? Alex is a great resource for all things Web3 and the metaverse, and that about does it for today. Again, I've been your host, Andrew. These have been your headlines, and we'll see all of your beautiful, shining faces tomorrow.